it's MK, and I am here with the final day of 31 days of cut files with Janet and MK. So I am doing this fantastic background that I designed because I thought it was going to be fun and funky to use. I'm also combining this with Messy Monday because I missed Monday's layout. I do apologize. And we're already in September, which means Scraptember 2025 is full on in effect. So I have a couple pieces left over from my 2023 Advent calendar. I feel like that's a rinse and repeat thing I've been saying. I'm also going to be using this Grove Alpha set from Thickers, and I've already put down my title, which is Jan Salsa. And then I picked these two chipboard pieces from Minte. I want to say Country Farmer or Country, it's Country something. And then from Close to My Heart, I have these bulk papers, and I'm thinking about fussy cutting out these flowers because I really didn't have anything else for this layout. And you know what? When I don't have embellishments, you guys, I always go to my papers and fussy cut. I also have a leftover rub-on that doesn't end up making on this layout, and this Rooster red on red paper that's just going to be used as my photo mats for my 4 photos. I have 4 photos. Can't count. And then here is my cut files. So all I'm doing is trying to decide where my blank space is going to be because I don't know really where or how I'm going to lay out my photos, but I think I'm going to have it down and to the right. I usually have my photos either all the way to the right, all the way to the left. Sometimes, very rarely, do I do a central layout. I really like the aspect of whether it's going to be a left-handed layout or a right-handed layout or however that works, or I just fill the whole thing with photos. Okay, so because this is the beginning of a Messy Monday for a brand new month, which is the month of September, we are going to be working with our gelatos and art crayons and anything that is of this type of form of media, you guys. For one, I don't use this product. I don't, but I have a whole bin of it. Wow. Because I jumped on the bandwagon, right? It's just like enamel dots. I ended up with all of this stuff because I thought it would be super cool. I thought it would be, I just loved all the fun techniques that everybody was doing with them. And then I never grasped the concept, like never, ever. And so we thought, you know what? Let's bring them out. Let's play with them. Janet has art crayons. Janet has gelatos. I have these gelatos. I also have the art crayons, but then I was gifted, or I ended up with, I don't even know how, but I ended up with these Vicky Bouton, like almost crayons, but they're the same exact thing. They're just in bright colors, like super bright colors. And this is the crayon I'm talking about. I had at one point also the Tim Holtz crayons. I definitely was not going to jump on that bandwagon. I ended up with 2 in a freebie type thing when you place an order of so much. And yeah, I think I put those on a give take table a long time ago. So these are the only ones that I have. And right now I'm sharing with you guys that I just put my crayons, I colored my acrylic block, I sprayed it, and I basically did the packaging technique. I wanted to keep it simple and then also to do a transition from watercolor into gelatos because I was still kind of in that watercolory mode. But I also took the crayon and I outlined it to give my pictures like a halo effect, a shadow, like they're 3D popped up, but I'm not using any foam. I'm using the crayon. And because the crayons go on super smooth, they also stay wet. So what I did was I took a dry paper towel and I just rubbed it over really quickly. So that way they don't stay wet. They stay, they stay smoothable, blendable, active. They need to be rubbed in is basically what I'm trying to say. And so I took a plain paper towel, even though you see the baby wipes, I was going to do a totally different technique. As you can see on the right side, I was going to use the black marker and my stencil and the wet wipe. And then I thought, no, with my cut file, it was not the right technique to use with my cut file. And so instead, I colored around my pictures and then ended up having to wipe it off with a paper towel until I had no more color on the paper towel. Now I know that my crayons and my gelatos and everything are where they are supposed to be, and I won't have an accidental smudging, right? That's what I was trying to find the right words to tell you guys. Okay, so I went and I fussy cut out half my paper. That was a lot of flowers. I won't use all of them, but I figured, you know what, this way I have plenty of choices depending on what I want to do. So when I am decorating and when I am embellishing, I always start with my largest pieces and I place them out first. Here I am just sticking and plonking. I'm not plonking yet. I'm just sticking. I'm really not going to sit there and do I want it here? Do I want it there? Do I want it? And moving it around. I think a lot of creators call it auditioning. For me, I'm not. I'm just going to go, hey, this looks great. Let's keep going. This looks great. And then what I do is I will work my way through all of these elements from largest to smallest. And then I end up with these pretty cool clusters. It is okay to tuck it in so much that all you see is a microscopic little bit, because that little bit is going to be the star of your show. It is okay that you do not see the whole thing, right? So don't forget that. Don't forget to tuck it in. I will also go off camera and add glue. And when I glue things like this, and here is the start of it. Actually, I might have just kept it on this layout because it's only 9 minutes long. But what I do is I just lift it up, dab it, lift it up, dab it, and this glue goes a long way. So remember, when I dab a dot of glue and I push pressure on it, it's not going to be a small dab anymore. It's going to spread out and go where it needs to go to adhere what you've got going on. So just dab and push. Dab and push. That is the best way. Yeah, you're going to get a little bit of movement, but you don't have to remember how you had your little cluster. And then take it all apart and then try to put it back together. And then you're a little bit disappointed because it didn't go exactly because the way you had it was perfect, right? It was just awesome. And then you removed it to glue it, and now it's not going back the way you had it. So this is how I save that remedy. So I also have these little label things. Again, they were from the Advent Calendar 2023. I will have an Advent Calendar coming out in 2025. They will go on sale sometime in November, you guys. I don't want to say the 1st of November because every time that I promise a date, it hasn't happened yet. So my year is going great. But to be honest, I don't think I even touched any of my 2023 items because here I am using them right now. That's sad and terrible. But I promise 2025s will all be used up. So look forward to those videos as well. And I hope that I can stay on track, you guys. We've just had a lot of life, not really incidences, but we've had a huge life change in our household, and so it's been consuming my time. And so yes, that is why I am late, but yay, I did all 31 layouts. Here is my Jan salsa. I love these photos, you guys. Janet did a visit. She was here for 2 days with us. Her and her husband, I was so super stoked that they got to come and stay with us. And look, I put her to work. She made me salsa. Her salsa is amazing, you guys. It is requested at every single retreat, every single one. And so it is just so much fun. All right, so don't forget to check out all the links that I have down below. I have a 31 days cut file link. I have a Messy Monday link. And a Scraptember link. Those are all links to playlists in case you need more 31 days of cut files, more Messy Mondays, more Scraptembers, because the Scraptembers are already in effect. So there's already videos in the playlist from other folks playing along with mixed media or with the month of September and the Scraptember list. Don't forget to join the Facebook groups for all of these things, the 31 days, the Facebook group, the Scraptember, all the things, you guys. I just, there's a lot of content out there, so you're never ever going to get stuck unless your mojo's gone, which I completely understand that as well. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it. I enjoy every time you guys hang out with me every day. So thank you so much, and I will check you guys all later. Bye.